Welcome to the Little Yo Pod video series. I'm Laura Jackson. I'm the host and creator of Little Yo Pod, the All Things Yosemite podcast. I'm currently in Portland, Oregon, which is where I've been during the pandemic. So I'm trying to find ways to kind of stay, in tune with Yosemite and what's been going on there. And so what I'd heard was that they were doing virtual junior ranger programs. To become an official junior ranger in Yosemite, they have created this online version. I might be a little bit too old to be a junior ranger at this point, but I thought it would be fun since it's a cold and rainy day here in Portland. So weird, that I would do a cold and rainy day activity. Yosemite Virtual Junior Ranger. Name, Laura Jackson. Where do you live? Portland, Oregon. The first statement rather. People have lived in Yosemite for thousands of years. True story. Thousands of years. Anywhere from 4,000 to 8,000 years. That's a lot of human history. What first peoples call Yosemite home? The first peoples to call Yosemite home were the Ah-Wah-Nee-Chee. And the Ah-Wah-Nee-Chee, they were the people of the Ahwahnee, or Yosemite Valley, which was called Ahwahnee back then. And what that means is gaping mouth. Because when you look down on Yosemite Valley from above, it does look like a giant gaping mouth. What people first lived on the land you call home? Well, since Yosemite is not my current home, I went ahead and did a little bit of digging into who called Portland, Oregon home before it was Portland, Oregon. Thousands of years ago, the people that lived here were of the Multnomah tribe. What that translates to is those toward the water. The Multnomah people, or the Multnomah tribe, their diet consisted of salmon, eel, sturgeon, elk, waterfowl, such as geese and ducks, and wapato. The wapato is a type of tuber, or kind of like a potato. The next exercise is about animals and adaptations. Adaptations are things animals have or do to help them survive where they live. Pika is a rabbit-like animal that lives on the highest mountain peaks in Yosemite. There he is, little pika. Draw an animal that lives near you or make one up with adaptations for the environment where you live. I drew two animals because I'm an overachiever. And so first I drew my indoor animal, and that's Shelby the cat. Shelby the cat really likes to interrupt my recording sessions, so he's outside today. What adaptations does Shelby have? Well, he has claws, so he can climb pretty well, but mostly he has the great ability to nap like no one's business. And the western gray squirrel is my other creature. And so I see this one outside of my window pretty much every day. We have a nice big family of gray squirrels that live in the trees out behind my house. What adaptations do western gray squirrels have? They're really good at climbing trees. They have fur as well to keep them warm. Big tails, also for warmth and for balance. Apparently, they're also able to complete something called the Ninja Obstacle Course. Sit near a window and draw what you can see. Douglas fir tree that we found and planted. This is a bird feeder, bird seed, and this is a devious squirrel that's going to come and eat all the bird seed. That's for the birds. At least someone's eating it. For the last part of the exercise, this is where I got some help from my roommates, aka my mom and dad. Crushing it. Find a friend or family member and ask them for words that would fit in the blanks. I love this game. You fill in the blanks with adjectives and nouns and verbs. And I asked mom and dad to help me with this one. They were a little bit distracted watching some news programs, but they still entertain their child who comes and demands their attention even when they're watching the news. This is about a Yosemite adventure. I went on a hike in Yosemite today. I wish. I made sure to pack a map and an extra shoe. Put on my sofa screen and started to hit up a cheap hill. After 3 miles, I heard a branch crack on the trail up ahead. I looked up and saw a lion biking straight toward me. I slowly backed away, and the angry lion passed by. Phew! 4,003 hours later, I finally got to the broken waterfall. I'm glad I remembered to bring plenty of vodka. It was cocktail hour. We made it back to camp just before the men started to pour from the sky. What a great day in Yosemite. What a great day indeed. That is going to wrap it up for this Little Yo Pod video series. Don't forget to check out next week's episode of Little Yo Pod, the All Things Yosemite podcast, wherever you get your podcasts.